Hey guys, I welcome you to Knowledgist. So today we will be starting the Hindu editorial with vocabs. So हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए आप Knowledgist चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और टेलीग्राम चैनल में जुड़ने के लिए आप Knowledgist ग्रुप में जुड़ जाएं जहाँ कि आपको सारी PDFs मिल जाएंगी और स्टडी मटेरियल्स और जो भी क्लासेस के शेड्यूल हैं वो पता लग जाएंगी. So today there are two editorials. The first topic is about change at the help on Yudhirappa's resignation. जैसे कि आपने सुना होगा कि कल येदियुरप्पा ने resign कर दिया और the second topic is about wounded mountains on Himachal landslides tragedy. So let's get started with the vocabs. The first word is helm. It's a noun. The part of a boat or ship that is used to guide it. The helm can be a handle or a wheel. मतलब जो भी एक मतलब बोट में जो यूज करी जाती हैं जो कि हैंडल करने के लिए व्हील मतलब संचालन के लिए तो उसे हेल्म कहा जाता है. Then ramifications, it is a noun. It means one of the many complicated or unexpected results of an action or decision. मतलब किसी भी चीज का असर होना. Then the next word is pitfall. Pitfall is a noun. It means a danger or difficulty, especially one that is hidden or not obvious. मतलब जो भी चीज मतलब जो भी difficulties हैं वो मतलब hidden तरीके में हैं जो कि नजर नहीं आ रही हैं और या फिर obvious नहीं है कि होंगी कि नहीं होंगी, निश्चित नहीं है. Then the next word is pushover. It is a noun. It means a person who is easy to persuade to do something. Okay, means जिसे कि किसी भी तरह की मतलब पुश नहीं चाहिए, वो खुद से एक्टिव होके अपनी काम करते हैं. Then the next word is defection. It's a noun. It means in politics a defector is a person who gives up elegance to one state in exchange for elegance to another. मतलब दल बदल करना. Then the next word is baton. It's a noun. A stick which a runner in a race passes to the next person in a team. तो फिर बैटन मतलब आपको तो पता है, मतलब आप जब भी मतलब 200-300 मीटर की रनिंग होती है तब क्या किया जाता है, मतलब आप 100 मीटर दौड़ के आओगे, फिर आप किसी को एक पास करोगे, एक स्टिक टाइप का कुछ, then that person will run, then he will pass it to the third person. Likewise, it's a baton means to relay a race or to pass somebody so that the next person will start again. Then the next words are, first word is brazen. It's an adjective. मतलब without embarrassment, especially in a way which shocks people. मतलब जो भी चीज जो कि आपको शॉक में डाल दे. Then the next word is female. It's a verb. It means to strike repeatedly with the wrist hit. मतलब अपनी फिस्ट से किसी भी चीज को हिट करना या फिर मारना. Then bootstrap. Bootstrap is a verb. It means to get oneself or something into or out of a situation using existing resources. मतलब किसी भी तरह की चीज मतलब सिचुएशन से खुद को बाहर निकालना. Then glacial. Glacial is an adjective. Means caused by ice or a glacier. Avaricious. It's an adjective. It means greedy or miserly. मतलब लालची या फिर धन का लालच होना, किसी भी चीज का लालच होना. Then the next word is impound. It means used about the police, courts of law, etc. Do not let somebody use something by taking it away. Confiscate या फिर seize मतलब जब्त कर देना किसी भी चीज को. And the last word is pristine. It's an adjective. It means extremely fresh and clean as it new. in a very good condition. So let's move to the first editorial. It is about the change at hand on Yedurappa's resignation. तो क्या बोला गया है कि जैसे आपको पता है कि कल कर्नाटका के जो चीफ मिनिस्टर थे बहुत दिनों से विस्पर्स आ रहे थे कि वो he is about to resign and finally yesterday he had resigned. So it is all about this editorial is all about that. As the BJP seeks to widen its social base to avoid the politics of polarization. By unseating B.S. Yedurappa from the Chief Minister's chair in Karnataka, the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) had set in motion a new strategy for its consolidation in the states. तो इन्हें निकाल के they have planned something to start a new strategy for consolidation. Considering that this change of guard has been in the making for a while, the party must have accounted for the ramifications. The BJP had to change its chief minister in Uttarakhand twice within a span of 4 months recently. जैसे कि आपको पता होंगे कि उत्तराखंड में 2 बार ऑलरेडी चीफ मिनिस्टर के मतलब बदल दी गई हैं within that twin span of 4 months, pointing to the pitfalls in the affecting changes even when they are premeditated. Mr. Yadurappa is no pushover and remains agile and active even at the age of 78. जैसे कि आपको मतलब उनका एज 78 है और वो मतलब इतने एज के होते हुए भी he didn't need any pushover. Okay, he was himself agile and active to work and he was doing his best. He had already said he would remain active in politics. Okay, he had already said and he used to say that he will always remain active in politics. At least for now, he has no intention of pressing swords with the central leadership of the party, which gave him the marching orders. But the Lingayat community that he belongs to has left no opportunity to express its displeasure. They have left no opportunity to express their displeasure. Community leaders and seers have come out openly in support of the displaced chief minister. Okay, so the community leaders have come out openly. वो पूरा सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं जब चीफ मिनिस्टर को डिस्प्लेस कर दिया गया. Lingayats from the axis of the BJP social base in Karnataka. Mr. Yedurappa has been the mastermind of the party's rise in Karnataka and became the party's first chief minister in a southern state in 2008. So he was a mastermind. He has been a mastermind of this party, and because of him, there was a rise in Karnataka. There was party's rise in Karnataka, and he also became the chief minister of a southern state. In 2018, the BJP did not win a majority, but a year later, he undermined the Congress Janata Dal coalition government by engineering defections. 2 years later, he is handing over the baton, leaving the fate of the defectors in hands of his successors. So, such a nice sentence is given here. 2 years later, he is handing over the baton. So now he is handling his post, or he has resigned, and now he is passing it to someone else, leaving the fate of the defectors in the hands of his successor. He have handed the baton into the hands of his successors. The BJP High Command has been wary of strong regional leaders, and Mr. Yadurappa has given it no reason to relax. His cunning has been a double-edged sword for the party. On the one hand, it helped the party's rise, but on the other, he used it to consolidate his own personal power. He parted ways with the party once and even went to jail on corruption charges. So, there were also some reasons, and they are mentioned here. He has been brazen in promoting a son, B.Y. Vijayendra, in the BJP and as the inheritor of the Lingayat mantle. The BJP's game plan appears to to hold the community within its tent, but losing its grip over power, mimicking its approach to the Patels in Gujarat, who had turned the party into a vehicle of their domination until Narendra Modi arrived on the scene. So they were dominating before Narendra Modi arrived to the scene, means they were ruling over there, the Patels in the Gujarat. Okay. Then it took a while before the Patels reconciled to their changed status in the BJP. The high command party that the BJP has become may like to promote a Lingayat leader. So the BJP like may like to promote the Lingayat leader, though not necessarily as the new chief minister. Okay, but not as a chief minister, who will be more compliant to its wishes than Mr. Yadurappa. A lot will also depend on Mr. Yadurappa's plan and his command over the Lingayats once out of power. But the BJP's new strategy should not involve communal polarization, and its new chief minister must refrain from playing competitive Hindutva with other chief ministers of the party. So the next editorial is about wounded mountains on Himachal लैंडस्लाइड्स ट्रेजेडी। तो फिर कल मतलब जो ये लैंडस्लाइड्स हो रही है बहुत जाने जा गई हैं। So the second editorial is about that. The tourist tragedy in Himachal Pradesh points to importance of preserving ecology. तो फिर वो जगह है जहाँ पे बहुत सारे places हैं, घूमने की जगहें हैं. So the peoples were crowding over there and this landslide have occurred, and this editorial is based on that. The tragic fate of 9 tourists in a landslip in Kinnaur district of Himachal Pradesh is another pointer to the fragility of the ecology of the Himalayan states. So the क्या बोला गया है कि 9 tourists in a landslip in Kinnaur district, हिमाचल के जो किन्नौर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में 9 tourists जो मतलब गैदरिंग हो रखे थे, उनमें से 9 tourists they have lost their life and resolved, and this is pointing towards the fragility of the ecology of the Himalayan states west mostly. Extraordinarily, heavy rain pummeled the state recently, as well as recent news are coming कि heavy rain की वजह से, जैसे कि हमने कल एडिटोरियल में पढ़ा था कि कोंकण स्टेट में, फिर जो साउथ पार्ट्स में वहाँ पे मतलब जो इतनी बारिश हो रही है, तो they are playing a role for the demise of the peoples. So likewise here, the extraordinarily heavy rain have left the hill slopes unstable and causing floods in built-up areas including dharmashalas. Okay, so what has happened? जो भी जो construction areas थी, जो built-up areas थी, dharmashalas थे, उस hill slopes मतलब the hill slopes were unstable and the flood landslide वगैरह हो गई हैं. The descending boulders from this de-established terrain which crossed a bridge like a matchstick. तो फिर मतलब जो ब्रिज था उसे मतलब एक माचिस काठी की तरह उसे क्रम्बल कर दिया गया, मतलब it's broken like anything, means it's totally gone. Are a source of worry even for cautious local residents and for unwary visitors such as the tourists traveling in a van. They can turn into sudden disaster. Himachal is famed for its scenic vistas and welcoming summer climate. So फिर it is, as we know, Himachal is famed for its जो भी sceneries वगैरह हैं, and the climate of summer welcomes everyone towards itself. Gathering होती है, crowd होती है, लोग tourists visit that place and drew a few 100,000 tourists in June this year as stages began relaxing the controls for COVID-19. तो फिर COVID-19 का जब मतलब स्टेट थोड़ा मतलब रिलैक्स हो गया, तो थोड़े केसेस कम होने लगे. So they started visiting the places. There was justified alarm at the prospect of a fresh surge in infections prompting Chief Minister Jairam Thakur to appeal for COVID appropriate behavior. Unfortunately, there was not enough vigil against travel to risky areas in the wake of a disastrous year for tourism, resulting in the mishap in Kannor's Basteri area. What should worry Himachal and neighboring Uttarakhand is that the state may be entering a phase of irreversible decline because of losses of their ecology. So ये जो सारी चीजें हो रही हैं, landslide हो रही हैं, flooding हो रही हैं, so it is all affecting in the loss of their ecology, and frequent landslide may become inevitable. Means जिसकी these are we can't handle these things. Okay, and these things, as we yesterday there was a topic and we read that natural calamities ये जो भी हो रही हैं वो हमारे हैंडल करने मतलब हम हैंडल नहीं कर सकते, and it is not, it is beyond our handling capacity. So bootstrapping an incompatible model of the development in the hills represented by big hydroelectric projects and large-scale construction activity involving destruction of forests and damming of rivers is an invitation to harm. So क्या हो रही है? ये जो भी हो रही है is it's an incompatible model of development in the hills. Okay, and these are all represented by the big hydroelectric projects and large-scale construction activity, which are destructing the forest and damming of rivers, which is itself an invitation to harm. Mega hydropower, which Himachal Pradesh is working to tap as a significant source of green power that substitutes energy from fossil fuels, could alter several aspects of ecology, rendering it vulnerable to the effects of extreme events such as cloudbursts, flash floods, landslides, and earthquakes. Mega hydropower के ऊपर अब Himachal Pradesh is working on, and significantly this could be several aspects of ecology that are rendering the effects of extreme cloudbursts, flash floods, landslides, and earthquakes. यही सब चीजें हैं जो कि they are calling upon the flash floods, cloudbursts, ये सब की कारण बन रही हैं. The Parliamentary Standing Committee on Energy during 2018 and 19 noted that the state could more than double its existing harness hydropower potential of 10,547 megawatt. Kinnaur is a focus point for such development, centered around the potential of the glacially fed Sutlej Valley. But one scientific estimate warns that avaricious tapping of the river through all planned projects to impound nearly a quarter of its waters in dams and divert a staggering 72% to tunnels. So they are taking some steps regarding this. Other researchers studying the 2015 Nepal earthquake point to high seismic causing fatal landslides and severe damage to hydropower structures in the Himalayas. The cost of power produced was underestimated while the potential was overestimated. Evidently, it is impossible to assign a real value to the cost of people and communities, together with the loss of western forests that big afforestation programs cannot replace. केवल ये जो भी इनिशिएटिव ली जा रही हैं, जो भी कंस्ट्रक्शन हो रही हैं, डैम हो, ब्रिज हो, जो भी उसके कारण जो भी लॉस हो रही है, they can't be the value of the cost of people in the communities that are being lost or impossible to assign. As catastrophic weather events inflict frequent heavy losses, Himachal Pradesh and other Himalayan states can only watch their ecological base erode. Changing course may yet preserve a lot of their natural reaches. So अगर इसमें कोई changes लाएंगे, if they will plan accordingly, then there might be कुछ बदलाव आएंगे. But the catastrophic weather events और जो भी heavy losses हो रही हैं, now they will erode the ecological base. So this would take some You should plan accordingly and उसी तरह से काम करनी चाहिए. So thank you. Kindly subscribe this channel. किसी भी तरह की आपको PDF चाहिए बैंकिंग रिलेटेड, आपको लाइव क्लासेस करनी है तो आप टेलीग्राम नॉलेजिस्ट चैनल में जुड़ जाएं, जहाँ पे भी आपको शेड्यूल पता चल जाएंगी. आपको वहीं पे PDFs मिल जाएंगी, आप टेस्ट सीरीज भी दे सकते हैं. थैंक यू एंड हैव अ गुड डे.